Hello folks, it's Bobo the Vulture, and it's more of Let's Play SimCity 2000. Let's load Boberberg. You remember Boberberg? You remember this city, right? Boberberg? Look at it there, it's all pretty. And it's starting out paused for us, because the game's courteous enough to do that as soon as you start a new, go through. Okay, so this is sort of the rest of the world, as you can kind of see. We're actually already filled up a reasonable portion of the map. There's still by far most of it left, but we're putting together some real estate here, folks. Filling up those RCIs. Anyway, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business, shall we? I think we shall. I'm gonna go ahead and set the speed up to cheetah. Get things moving a little bit, you know? So far, it's kind of been a dull's place. It's been Dullsville, man. Maybe nobody wants to move over there because it's a haven for crime. I don't know. But, let's go ahead and build some more bustling, Oh, they want commercial land? They want commercial land and industrial land. Well, we can do that. Build out another city block in that manner that I do. Hey, we almost got $100 from managing our city this month. Wow! What do you got to say, Deep Fryer Tuck?
I got no advice. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything. I was busy trying to determine if I could eat my mustache.
Ordinance's lady, she wants the neighborhood watch program. Why is the police? Yep, they both think a neighborhood watch program would take a bite out of crime. Well, how much of a bite would neighborhood watch take out of our finance? That's a tenth. Alright. So, yeah, that's cool. What do you got to say now, lady? We need an anti-drug campaign. Policeman, are you going to say that too? No, he's going to say our crime rate is comparable to the national average. Fine, I'll start giving you some more money. Anti-drug campaign? What do you say? How about parking fines? Ooh, we get some money from parking fines. Legalized gambling will increase your crime rating. Parking fines will probably just make people, pissier, but, I mean, as much as I was saying, I demand to live in a place where I can have roads to drive around and everything else like that, I mean, parking meters, that's a matter of course for certain places. It's kind of annoying, but you live with it. You get some change, whatever it is that you gotta do, or, you frequent businesses that have parking. Any of those things. Now, what do you say, Ordinance Lady? Now she has no advice. Hopefully that will reduce crime. And that guy will stop complaining. Our fire response is adequate. Now our fire response is excellent. Yep, I thought you might like it. Yeah, you're not getting any colleges. And no more roads. No roads, no bullets. Gonna build connections before we've even built anything. That's alright by me. Well, it's alright by me. Yeah. Actually, that guy's been asking for a college for a while. Can I fit a college right there? No, I can't, so I guess he's not going to get one. That was going to be my big determining factor, folks. This is the way I'm operating. And apparently, yeah, what we still really need is more industry. I'm going to put more of my dirty, smelly industry on the side of town. So, put it right here. And it's going to take a while to develop, so it would appear. But oh, look at that! We had to do some earth moving in order to set up Hey, we're getting even more money. I have no advice. I have no advice either. That's right. Stay away from me, bondman. Our crime rate is still comparable to the national average. Eventually, you're gonna just be asking for full funding for the police department, aren't you? Now, what do you say? Yeah, our fire coverage. Now that I'm paying you half of what you need. You may notice here that I am paying 50%. I'm setting 50% funding for the fire station, which is costing $50. 85%, $85. Because I have one station each. If you fully fund a police station or a fire station, they cost you $100 per year. Schools obviously are a little bit less than that because we need more adequately funded grade schools. Well, here, have a little bit more money. Oh, geez, we need even more. Okay, now we need more adequately funded colleges. How's the hospital thing? Oh, leave me alone about CPR training. Let people have heart attacks. Okay. We're done encouraging people to have heart attacks, so let's go ahead and let's zone this land for light industrial use, because clearly it's not going to get heavy use up there. Yay, more industry!
Yay!
And you can actually see that we're sort of starting to build our little town. Doesn't it just warm your heart and soul? I do want to build more things over closer to the police station so I don't have to expand out any more police stations, you know? We have a big housing demand now. Let's go ahead and set up some premium housing out here by the waterside. People will eat that stuff up, man. I'm telling you. And one more block. Big blocks, city blocks of exciting residential land. Yeah, see this? I'm just starting to make money. Oh. Fine. Well, that guy doesn't seem to be. Jeez, these guys, I swear, I'm not really doing that much expansion every year. I didn't think I was doing that much expansion every year. Maybe it's because I'm putting in new industrial land and like, hey, industrial stuff, that stuff is extra flammable. Look, lady. Just tell me how much more money you need for you to shut up. Alright. You too, buddy. We need more adequately funded colleges. And I'll get right on that. Psst. Any of you folks following at home? I'm not really going to get right on that. I know. It's counter to what I just told that guy. But what I'm doing is lying. Lying is the thing that I'm doing right now. Now, here we go. This is going to be a big expense and very little return. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to draw a big road out this way. Just because I feel like it. Because it's my own little Tinker Toy town, and that's what I want to do. I'm going to build power lines right up to there. And, did you build the pipes as I instructed? Yes, you did. Good. We'll build one little light industrial factory up there, out in the middle of nowhere, and see if anybody goes there. Hey, somebody went there! Woo! And it got us even more money.
No advice, I don't either.
I mean, I don't either. You could pretty much stop talking to me now that you're making money. Alright. He's going to continue telling us the crime rate is comparable to the national average. He basically is just trying to tell us, look, you need another police station. And he's probably right. Okay, Mr. Policeman, where's all the crime? Pretty much where you would expect. Police power is all centered right there. So, I need to come over here to the edge of town. The edge of town over here. And, let's draw our next city block. Yes. I know. I'm drawing these city blocks in such a square way. It's unbelievable, and it horrifies all of you to see. And yet it's happening, and that's how it's gonna happen. Let me make another residential block here while I'm thinking about it. Then as soon as anything builds, see, there you go. And then I tell you what, I'm going to wait until the new year rolls around so I don't have to worry about paying for this. I have no advice. I have no advice. Our crime rate is criminal. Our fire response is fiery. He's like the burning firefighter Rooney. Okay, we need more grade schools. By which you mean we need more money for the one grade school we have, which is fair. I'll grant you that I'm not really doing anything related to education or public services. So, that's fine. Everything is fine and dandy cotton candy, right? Yes. Now then. We should see a vast reduction in crime. But what if we don't? What if we don't? What if instead we need a new power plant? I swear to you folks. Friggin' power grid. Can you imagine if I actually had a legitimate power plant? Like one that burned coal? Like how much more of a hassle this would be? I'm just damming up things that don't make any sense to be able to dam. Because it means I have more power. Because that's what this game thinks makes sense. And I'm not going to argue otherwise to the game. I'm not going to try and game the game. $84.
Let's raise taxes to increase total funds.
I think he's right, folks. And I'm going to raise taxes. Oh, people didn't like that, but look at how much more money we get out of it. It's a good deal. I have no advice, although if you keep getting short on money, I'm going to tell you, hey, no way, man. You need to float a bomb. What? I just gave you I gave you a whole nother fire station. I doubled your the money that you're getting every year. You policeman. We need more adequately funded colleges. Fine. I have no advice. Well, let's see. What is happening in the world of criminal activity now? There's still lots of crime right there. And when I say lots of crime, I don't actually mean that much crime, but, it's just the game. It's gonna bother you with that sort of thing. Anyhow, we need more housing, so let's go ahead and build more housing. I know, everybody's like, Bobo, you just built a new block over there. Why aren't you filling that block first? Maybe Bobo doesn't feel like filling that block first, huh? Did you ever think of that? You ever think maybe Bobo's got his own plans? You could think that, and you'd probably still be wrong. You know what, actually, oh, never mind, they already started building homes there. I was about to say, I think maybe I'll just use that block for industrial purposes. But no, I'll do that over here. Oh boy, a water shortage, eh? Alright, go ahead and... 197.
Let's raise taxes again.
Hold your horses there, buddy. You need a stable, solid tax plan. Better protect and serve our citizens. And the citizen stuff. Alright. Actually, I had a friend of mine recently say that he'd be a lot more interested in the overall political political process if more politicians gave their campaign speeches in the style of professional wrestling promos, and the example he gave was one of Dusty Rhodes. And if you've never heard the American Dream give one of these speeches, well, you're missing out. Alright. Okay, so gonna try something here. First of all, okay, so we're starting to make money. Let's raise taxes. That guy says that guy has no. She has no advice. He has no advice. Crime rate is comparable to the national average. Fire coverage is excellent. Hospital services are trim and efficient and all that good stuff. Done. What I'm going to do now is, let's see. Going to click auto budget. And what that will mean is, at the end of the year, budget will take care of itself. It's like magic. It just means that we won't be interrupted by those guys all the time. I can just ask them, when I feel like it, for their opinion. Or, when I want their opinion, I'll give it to them, as a person might say. There we go, more housing. Yeah, just watch as the year ticks over here. See, it went to January. They didn't even bother to ask me anything. What are you guys still thinking? See, now he's proud to report crimes at an all-time low. And it's actually because we're building up stuff by the police station. We were lowering our average, and I'm putting finger quotes around my average, because we had so much of our town was built away from the 2 police stations we have. Right now, in theory, because you've seen how it has that sort of fog around, radiating from the initial, police station. So apparently, the station down here was, patrolling the mean streets of all of this dirt. Instead of, spending a little extra time taking a longer trip down here, maybe patrolling around. So, yeah. But the other thing that means is, I'm going to set the time to African Swallow. Well, first I'm going to save, just in case something really terrible happens because of this. You never know. And I'm going to set the speed to African Swallow. And all of a sudden, years are going by super fast. Vilnius implements subways. Chicago University announced yesterday at the annual Developers Upper Mind Brainstorm Conference in Houston the innovation of the century. Subways. We eat fresh, motherfucker! Related projects have been in development for years, but it wasn't until a group of businessmen in Vilnius found the misplaced link that led to subways. Vilnius? One of my viewers is going to be from wherever Vilnius is and be like, "What? You've never heard of Vilnius?" Ah! Vilnius denizens can expect to have subways as a spoke in the wheel of everyday life as soon as the year's end. "Having subways in our fair town will solve a lot of our problems," remarked Vilnius Mayor Stevens. Progressive cities are expected to follow suit in constructing subways very soon. We're not going to be constructing subways very soon, folks. Looks like our big problem is pollution. Good to know. Look at that, it's like 1920 now. Whoa, 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 whoa! Winds rip Boboberg. Tornado just went through at super speed. The tornado, destruction in one of Mother Nature's nastiest forms, checked into Boboberg at an impossible time yesterday. For 410 minutes, Boboberg was at the mercy of intense winds which followed an erratic course, displacing cars, destroying homes, decimating street lamps, demolishing buildings, dismantling store windows, and downing power lines in a devastating path before dissipating. At least 310 residents died. "It was tough," averred Boboberg native Anwar Baruki. "My first response was leaping lizards. Then I took cover. The storm's worst was localized near a notepad." Notepad? Oh? No! Don't hurt me! Notepad was very worried about the storm. Wind-tossed trash cans reduced Carter's Clam Bake Shop from front windows to rubble. This ain't kite-flying weather, warned Michelle Werner of Boboberg Community College Department of Meteorology. We don't have one of the... Whoa, it's another tornado! Although this one is way off the coast. More wild winds have ripped Boboberg. This is getting to be a serious problem. Is that because I set things so fast? But you can see already, it's 1920. Suddenly it's 1920. Alright. So, what was devastated in this tornado? Some roads. Some big buildings. Doesn't look like any municipal structures, though. Let me just take my examination-y tool here real quick and make positive of that. Yeah, it's just some residential land. Just some people's homes were destroyed, that's all. And let me make sure, yeah, okay. Everything is still wired to power, so we're fine. Winds have ripped Boboberg, but we've survived. And now look at how fast time is going. Cobble deployed water treatment plants. Well, way to go, Cobble. Cobble Institute announced yesterday the annual okay, yeah, it's the same sort of thing. Water treatment plants, They can expect to have water treatment plants. So yes. Uh-oh, why Johnny can't read. Alright, well, our problem... Oh, Cape Town has constructed public busing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the correct spelling of busing in this sense. To use buses to travel back and forth, you use one S. If you use two S's, you're talking about kissing someone. Bus with two S's is an oldie-timey term for kissing. You would bust someone on the cheek, something like that, as opposed to bussing them on the cheek, which would be, I guess, like knocking them out. Anyhow. Let's, yeah. Let's slow things down and take a look at everything. Alright, so some time has gone by. We've gotten back some money by doing the time warp. Whoa, look at how much traffic has started to populate in our little city here. And how much more money we have now.
I got no advice.
I don't either. Why do you even bother talking to me? I ask myself the same question all the time, Bond guy. Crime is low, fire response is okay. Fire response is excellent. That's right. Oh, she wants more hospital-y stuff. There you go. We need more adequately funded grade schools. Let's give you some. We need lots more funding for our grade schools. Alright, and he has no advice for the roads. Now that we've got a little bit more money, let's think about what we want to invest that money in. Maybe we want to build another block over this way. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing. You know what? I'm going to build a causeway over to the other part of the river. Look at that. That is connectivity. Connectivity in action. Action in connectivity. I'm going to build a little bit of commercial land over here, because now there is some demand for commercial space. And since this is going to be so close to a police station, I'll go ahead and build some industry out here. I know I'm building industry, and it's not very close to the... What do you... Oh, water pump. Don't want water pump. Pipe. Thank you. Yeah, that's right, folks. I'm laying pipe. Alright. Some more industry. Some more commerce. Everyone will be happy with this mix. I predict it. Alright, let's move back up to cheetah speed. Now that we have a little bit of money in the bank. Not enough to solve all of our problems, but enough that I don't have to be thinking about money all the time. Thinking about the fact that I'm about to run out. Look at that. Doesn't it just warm your heart to see the little buildings pop up? And little construction sites immediately take fruit. I mean, they're not actually stealing, like, fruits, but, you get what I'm getting at here, folks. You get what you get when you go for it. And I'm willing to take the chance again. Willing to put my love on the line with you. And I think since my citizenry's been so good, I'm actually going to build them the college this time. Yeah, everybody's college. Residents demand a park. Well, fine, I'll build you guys a park. Build you guys the smallest imaginable park. And I will put it here where I was going to have a hard time accessing anyway. And listen, people are eating it up. They're like,
Park! Woo! Oh, wait, how do I get there? Oh, well, park! Woo!
That's how my citizenry talks sometimes. At least when they're really excited about a park going in.
Park!
Anyhow, this is our college. It has great attendance and a great grade. Let's rename it. Let's rename it Boboberg University. Now examine it, and it's Boboberg University. Look at that. And that's just an example of one of the fun things that you can do in this game. You can pretty much rename most things. You can rename police stations. You can't rename, like, individual buildings, but, like, specialty buildings and things like that. I don't want to rename them. Like, I could rename this Boboberg General. But instead... Instead, I will name it the Bobesia Clinic. Okay. And now we have a book clinic. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have things that you would like me to name certain structures in this game, by all means go ahead. Although note that if you have me name things a certain name, it doesn't really mean that you're necessarily going to notice it that much unless I happen to click on that individual thing. Average response time 14 minutes. I hope you didn't have a quick acting fire. Hey, we got some stuff going on over there. Officers 85. Crimes reported 167. Arrests 47. I'm kind of curious. I forget whether or not those are statistics for the entire system or just that one station. Apparently just for that one station, because this is different numbers. Similar numbers, but not the same. Alright. And people still want to... residents demand a zoo? Look, residents. You guys sure are getting big in the britches, aren't you? Cancel. Oh no. A zoo and a stadium? What the heck, guys? Really? Come on. I don't have that kind of money. Do I look like I'm made of money? I only look like I'm made of money when I set it to African swallow speed. And then the aeroplane arrives. I kind of feel like we had airplanes before 1934. I feel like the first flight was in, what was it, 1909? Ugh. Somebody's going to jump all over that now, too, and say, what are you talking about? The first flight, the Wright brothers flew... It was closer to the turn of the century is what I'm saying. Although, yes, commercial air travel wasn't really beginning to get big until, like, the 30s, 40s. Whoa, the aeroplane arrived, and so is Dr. Xavier, the brain behind the invention. Dr. Xavier, who has been making ends meet for the last 9 years by painting houses with the help of the children from his wife's daycare business. His wife's daycare business being a daycare business for exceptional students. You know, mutants. He's relieved that the aeroplane steadily took off. My reputation as a painter was chipping away faster than a shark with a bent ego, the witty man commented. Then he said, come. And then he said, tea, Earl Grey, hot. Even without promotion, the aeroplane is likely to become a part of standard living within the next 272 years. You could say that it already has. When you think about it, the airplane really is long overdue. Anyways, more money. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bremen is erecting freeways.
Now I can take you to Bremen, where we can get a good meal. A very good meal. I want to get with you and your sister.
Alright.
I think her name was Deborah.
What's the difference between Bremen and Sydney? One of them is the hub that you should typically use in Aerobus Supersonic for Oceania. Highways, yes. Alright, so there you go. What are our budgets looking like now? Still $170 a year. Have room for education. Wait, now we need more adequately funded grade schools? Here, take some more money. Thank you. Educational services. Adequate to our city's needs. Fire coverage is excellent. Sorry, I checked you twice. I didn't mean to. Crime's low. Everything is excellent. We had a burst of needing commerce, but apparently no more. Actually, coincidentally, I set that up really intelligently. I set it up right next to the college, so there'd be like little... You know, anytime you go to a college, there's always little businesses and shops and stuff right by there. Yeah, take all that stuff. Anyhow, have the cries for a zoo damped down any yet? Because I'm going to tell you folks, you guys aren't getting a zoo. You aren't getting a marina either. What is you guys' problem?
You're like, we want all kinds of fun stuff. Give us fun. We want a stadium. Give us a pony.
Here. Don't you see I'm still trying to build things around my impossible little grid? Okay, which of these little rewarding things can we give them that will make them happy? A zoo costs 3,000. A stadium costs 5,000. A marina costs 1,000. Alright, fine. Here, have a friggin' marina. We're gonna build it back here in behind the... Gonna build it back here in behind the college. There you go, folks. Now, be happy. Take your boats out and float them around this lake. It'll be fun.
Look, a boat. It's a boat, motherfucker.
And he was managing to... He's trying to float his way through the... He managed to get through the causeway. I didn't think that boats could do that. I guess the big ocean liners can't do that, but it doesn't matter. This is a small boat. You're not going to send the Edmund Fitzgerald from one side of this lake to the other and then lose contact with it as it capsizes out in the ocean, and then they make folk songs about it. All that stuff I just said isn't going to happen with this lake. Anyhow, that should keep those folks off our back for a while. So that's good. Let's go ahead and build a block of housing back here.
More housing. Woo! Yay! Houses.
Actually, before things get too spaced out over in this direction, I really should build a fire station. I want to have reasonable fire coverage. Now that that's happened, I can check with him, and he says our fire coverage is excellent. What if I drag it down? It's still excellent. What if I drag it down even more? He still thinks it's excellent. It's still excellent. Good. I'm going to keep adjusting this average down until you say it's adequate. I'm going to try and bump it up. And, okay, yeah. Excellent.
Yay! I'm not spending any more than I have to.
That's really what makes my day, folks. Mid Tuesday, get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Yeah. So, make my day, folks. Let's build in some industry here. Even more light industry. It's very calming, though, making a little town out of nothing, right? I made it pipe. Okay, yes. I swear, though, one thing about this game, sometimes the graphics do not refresh at the rate that you were expecting them to. I'm gonna check a newspaper. Oh, we have a new newspaper since the, this is the Boboberg Picayune. You can see that its layout is slightly different. Honestly, this is still a, I don't know this is a very good newspaper layout, actually. This is my profession, you see. I design newspapers. I know, great industry to be in, considering where the overall information business has been going for decades, right? But anyhow, really, first of all, you have your main headline, and it looks as though these are subheads underneath it. The Distraught Loyalists and Jamaica Rumble and Report on Ulcers. Totally different things. And Daycare Boom and Fight Over. Probably Fight Over might be related to this. But basically, yeah, you can't tell what this is a headline for. Let's look at what this says. Traffic bites. Everybody hates traffic. Okay, I can start addressing that. I was thinking it might be time to start doing something about the traffic situation. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I am going to hold off on doing something about the traffic situation until next time. Because A, I want to frustrate my citizenry, and B, I want to have something new to do next time around on Let's Play SimCity 2000. This is Bobo the Vulture, this is Let's Play SimCity 2000, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye now.